Hey everyone, today we'll go through the patch notes for July 1st, the first update of the month. There are a couple things to go through, so let's jump right in and talk about them. First thing they're gonna start up with is the 7th Prestige Service Black Swan's Oath skin for the Swan Claire, and it's gonna start after the maintenance today. And it's going to be starting today until November 18th, so you have a bit more than 5 months to trying to go and get her skin. Next month is also half anniversary as well, meaning we are going to be getting reset for the top up as well. So if you spend the same amount of money, you are able to get a double amount of admin coins. So that's pretty good ways to stack up to get her skin. I'm pretty sure Black Friday sale it will be happening again this year as well to get some payback for admin coin you spend or purchase. So that should be able to help you trying to get her skin much cheaper as well. And here's the illustration for her ultimate cut-in, and it is a bit of a shyness that you can see from her face, and that is really cute and also really beautiful, and just really love the skin. Can't wait to go after it. Next, we have the new Substream announcements. Pride of Nights Part 1 will be updated after the maintenance. Act 1 and 2 will be updated right away. And Act 3 and 5 will be updated next week. And Event Shop will be added as well as the Hard Mode stage where you can farm her exclusive gear. And here's the event shop and the items you can purchase with the event currency. And I noticed they actually added the Exo Tuner, which is pretty nice additions. Hopefully they will be keep adding these throughout any other Substream as well. That'd be really nice additions. Next, we have the new Awakened Employee introduction, which is the Zodiac of Redemption, Esterosa. And if you haven't watched the PB, there's a link right there, so you can go and watch it. And we get to see more information about her throughout this patch notes. First of all, as this character goes, it's going to be SSR Awakened Defender with the 5 cost deployment cost, which is really good. And it's going to be the counter types of character with the counter attack ability as well as a deployment limited to 1 time. It's going to be ground attack only units, and it's going to be coming with the origin of the change, so you should be able to do and take less damage from the change enemies throughout PvE contents. Next, we'll go over skill kits for Esterosa. Starting with the basic skill, it's going to be dealing damage to a single target in front, and after resuming the battle with the passive skill or using ultimate skill, every basic attack triggers a follow-up enhanced attack. The enhanced attack deals a true AoE damage in front with the 2 valid hits, so after triggering those 2 effects, you should be able to give much more damage to targets in front of you. Next, we'll go over her passive skill, which has a lot of text. First thing it has is that all of her attacks will be scaling with the max bump of her HP. So higher your HP gets, the more damage output she's going to be putting out to your targets. It also says she can be only deployed 1 time in the battle, both PvE and PvP. So if you deploy her and if she dies, you won't be able to deploy her again. So there's a bit of restriction when it comes to using her. When her HP drops to 1% or lower, inflicts the AoE damage equivalent to her ultimate skill in front of her and becomes immune to damage for 4 seconds, and during this duration cannot use basic attacks or skills and unaffected by attack speed increase or decrease. After the duration ends, her remaining HP becomes 50% of her max HP and resume the battle. And as you level up her skill, she will be getting up to 20% more HP stats. And when you max out her passive skill, remaining HP after the duration ends becomes 100% instead of 50%. So you are going to be having 1 more coin basically where she becomes a full HP. Next is her special skill, which is also counter skill. Ignores the damage from hit stun caused by all attacks other than ultimate skills and deals AoE damage in front. After resuming the battle with the passive or using ultimate skill, every special skill uses triggers a follow-up enhanced attack as well. And as you level up her special skill, she will be getting 20% more defense stats and also perfect evasion for 13 seconds after using her special skill. Lastly, her ultimate skill is going to be dealing AoE damage in front, removes all the barrier from the hit targets with the 3 valid hits, and as you level up her ultimate skill, she is going to be doing up to 20% more damage and permanently increase max HP by 30% after casting her ultimate skill, which stacks up to 3 times. So overall, I think this is pretty incredible looking character despite having 1 deployment limits. I think you should be able to see pretty good performance of her long as her stats are good. And not to mention, she's also going to be having really good exclusive gear as well. So her HP is going to be pretty bloated, and I can assume that she's going to be quite tanky and also able to do really good damage most likely since her damage scales with her max HP. And here's her illustrations, and like I said yesterday, I love the design itself. It is really amazing, and the ponytail, top notch. And here's her ultimate cut-ins, and I just love the idea of combining shields and swords together to do some enhancement attack types of deal, and she is pulling that off here, which is really amazing. I really hope I get lucky enough to get the at least a 3 copy because I really want to go after her trophy as well, but we'll see. And here's the usual mission when the new Awakening unit comes out. If you pull her out, you are able to get some trophy as well as some resource back as well, so that is pretty good if you pull her day 1. Next is going to be her exclusive gear showcase, and it's going to be pretty much similar as a Lucia. It's going to be having latent ability with the HP percentage, which is going to be scaling amazing with her, and it's also going to be having evasion accessory as well. And when it comes to the options for her gear pieces, the best one for option 2 is most likely going to be anti-ground damage res, so that's the one I'm aiming for. Option 1 wise, I think there are many interesting choices as well, like damage res options or incoming healing, which could be really good in some of the PB stages or PvP depending on the healer during that week. But skill haste is also going to be really amazing in my opinion, since the faster trigger of her ultimate skill is going to be a big part as well, so considering that is also going to be a good options. Set option wise, I think HP 2 set is definitely going to be the best one to stack up her HP, and cooldown set to maximize her skill haste. I think those are the 2 sets I'm going after, and if I get some incoming healing pieces, I'll definitely keep those as well, but to me, I think those 2 sets seems to be standing out the most. Next, we have the new Counterpass units, Madea Davis. She's going to be SSR counter defender with a 3 cost deployment cost, and she's also going to be ground units with the ground attack only with the origin of change, so she will take less and do more damage against change types of enemies. Her skill kits, starting with her basic skill, deals the damage to a single target in front, and the final hit of her basic attack cycle will apply a weak knockback. And her passive skill, it increases evasion by 50% for the 15 seconds when deployed, and when her HP is below 50%, the buff is reactivated and it cannot be cancelled. And as you level up her passive skill, she's going to be getting 20% more evasions and special skill cooldown minus 1 second after 20 evasions as well. A special skill is going to be moves forward dealing AoE damage in front with a weak knockback, summons the earthen wall that shares her gear and stats. And while this wall is active, her wall will absorb the damage taken by allies with a 300 reach radius by 40% while active, and when her wall is destroyed, the wall deals the damage to enemies within range and stuns them for 3 seconds. And as you level up her special skill, she's going to be getting 20% more HP stats, and she's also going to be getting additional effect when her wall is destroyed. She's going to be getting 10 stack, and each stack is going to be giving damage reduction plus 4%. So she's going to start off with 40% damage reduction when the wall is destroyed, and each stack will be lost whenever she gets hit by enemy. Lastly, her ultimate skill is going to be doing AoE damage in front with the weak knockback, and the final hit of the ultimate skill inflicts a strong knockback and airborne the units, and if the wall is present while she is using this ultimate skill, it will destroy them instantly and resets the cooldown of her special skill after casting her ultimate skill. And as you level up her skill, she's going to be doing more damage with it, and also reactivates her passive skill effect after casting ultimate skill. If her stat is really good, I can see her being one of the best 3-cost defender in the game at the moment. Might even be able to be more useful than the Fatima. So we'll find out how good she can be, but I think she's looking pretty good when it comes to the text description. And here's her illustrations, which is looking pretty classy and cute at the same time. And looking at her ultimate cut-in, I think her melons are actually way bigger than I kind of expected. So maybe she's actually taller than I thought, and maybe she's not Lolly Baba after all. But if she's a Lolly Baba with a big melon, I'll be in danger as well. And here's what she looks like within the game. I think she definitely looks taller than expected, so she's definitely not Lollipop, but we'll see. I'm assuming she's going to be crazy old though. I mean, she seemed like she lived many ages, so we'll find out. We also have a Last Stand Season 14 with the combat environment of the Surefire to all enemy units, and evasion and crit stats are fixed to 0, so I guess you can kind of knock them back and such. So I'm assuming Madea is actually going to be playing a pretty big part, but I'm pretty sure Esterosa will be performing really well here. But I can also see some other characters. It all depends what the origin stat the enemy is going to have. Most likely it's going to be changed, but we'll find out. For the gauntlet, just like they said within Death Notes, the ban penalty will increase for ships, as well as the matchmaking mechanics will be adjusted. Raid also swapping to Inhabitor, as well as the challenge stages is going to be swapping to ESPR, as well as a Substream resource drop bonus for the Swan's Substream event. For returning banners, we are also getting Swan Claire, of course, and she is the girl who's getting the prestige skin. And we also get the Ray, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be appearing within Esterosa's Substream story. And we are also going to be getting Shinjia rerun, as well as a Chifuyu. For SSR units, we are also getting Lucretia and Charlotte, since they are both Salvation Knights, just like Ray. And we are also going to be getting Katrina pick up for the first time, so if you don't have her, this is your chance to go after her. And we also get the Nayo rerun, as well as a Claret, the last member of the Salvation Knight team that we saw from the mainstream story. Also, Black Rose and Grace Birmingham will be added to the standard pool as well. And lastly, there are some fixes and adjustments for the update. Anyways, that was pretty much it for the patch notes for July 1st. That was actually a lot of things to go through, and can't wait to see what they are going to be bringing to the meta and how fun they are to actually play. Not to mention what kind of story is going to be coming with this patch. But that is pretty much it. I will see you guys next time with more videos. Thanks for watching.